So what really inspired you to get into politics?
Well, honestly, it was really my family's impact on in Liberia. I would tell you all this, like with when I was growing up, like it was the acts of the presidents and the elected officials that made a difference. Like that's what led the country into a 14-year civil war. My parents were always so interested in politics. In fact, when I was young, when Liberians were coming into the country to get support for them that was coming on TPS status, we went to the DC Council when I was and this was 94, so 6 7 years old at the DC Council. We went to Prince George's County Council, county executive. Actually, we met with Paris Glendenning. I remember that. We even have the pictures from those meetings when I was 10 years old. So I always tell people, bring your kids because your kids can be learning. And after that, my mom just got involved in the DC politics. So we were going to council meetings, we were going to community hearings all over Ward 4 in DC. And so, really, that was always in the back of my mind. Believe it or not, having a Nigerian mom, I was always pushed that, I was going to be a doctor. So that was what I was told for a long time, regardless of the fact that politics was always swirling around me. I ended up going to University of Maryland, and in my first year, I actually took pre-med classes and everything, but I just wasn't into it. And I took this government 100 class. I never forget it. And it was a beautiful woman. Actually, she was a Caribbean woman. She taught, and I was just so into it. Everyone said, "Wow, you're this is a passion of yours." And I actually said to her, I was like, what can I do to get involved? She said, "Oh, you should work on Capitol Hill or work in the legislature." So I did. I went to the Career Center. I did research, and and there was an opportunity at the Maryland General Assembly. And I would tell you, the person that I ended up working for became my true inspiration. It was a delegate that was super young. And he was about maybe late 20s, but I didn't even realize because in me, I'm in college. He seems old, like a older man. But the
Right.
truth is, he was so young, and he actually was like Prince George's County. I was not from Prince George's County, originally from DC, and I was gonna go back to DC, but he was like, "This is we need people like you involved." After my internship on the General Assembly, and I loved it so much, and I said, "Man, I'm all in." And he said, "Well, you're on the team." I said, "I'm on the team." And after that, I continued to work with him. I worked on a number of campaigns, worked for Attorney General race, a state Senate race, and then I worked for Congressman Steny Hoyer. I worked in the fifth congressional district, doing work. Throughout the county throughout the three counties on four counties on women issues and more and constituent service. And then I went to law school because I felt like I was limited um, in my advocacy. So I wanted to actually be a lawyer to advocate. And for 8 years, I was a union lawyer for nurses. And that was the one of the best jobs I had to fight. Nurses oftentimes are ones that just care about quality health care, but they don't really advocate for themselves because all they care for is what their patients are getting. But I became their voice, and I said, if you I know you want to fight, but you're too busy, you're too overwhelmed, let me be your fighter. And for 8 years we fought for nurse patient ratios, a nurse in every school. I say bringing many jobs back pay, bringing proper pay to nurses. We fought, and that was really a great opening for me. And when I decided to run, I just knew that I could take this fight
Right.
to on a bigger platform.
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
That's truly amazing. So you've actually, started from the bottom and then you worked your way up, and it just took that one course in school that just sparked your career.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's really great.
Thank you.